Hi there, team. I just wanted to continue my series about a running technique by having a look at torso position when you're running. So similar to head position in my last video, this is kind of a little bit linked to not just your running but how you move all throughout life. But let's have a look at this chap here. So as he runs across the screen, what we're looking for is that torso to stay pretty nice and strong and tall. So the hips right through the spine, up through the shoulders and into the head. We talked in the last video about his head slightly forward of the centre line, but we're kind of imagining a big skewer all the way down the middle of your body, like your spine is that skewer, so that the spine itself stays really still. Bits of it might rotate, but actually that axis of rotation stays exactly in the same position. What we can see a tiny little bit with this chap as we just sort of move on ever so slightly in this video from his toe off here is there's a slight extension in that low back as he's pushing off with the back leg. That low back is starting to curve a little bit more at that point because he's using the low back as well as the glutes to push off. So better glute strength training and better core strength training would really help with that. The other excellent way to look at posture of your torso when you're running is from a forward or backward view. So looking at this video just off to the left, we can see as he pushes off on his left foot, he's leaning slightly to the left, and then when he's pushing off on the right foot, just leaning slightly to the right. So you can see at this point, from the centre of the pelvis to the centre of the shoulders are slightly over to the right when he's pushing off for the right leg. That's often linked into what the hips are doing, so the hips are dropping slightly on the left, so to counterbalance that, he's having to lean slightly to the right. Ideally, as I say, the torso would be nice and stable, so if I was to draw a line along the spine as he was running here, that would stay nice and upright, but the shoulders and the hips would counter-rotate on top of that spindle. So again, that sort of spindle or skewer analogy is a really good one to think of for the spine. So what can you do about this? Lots of core strength exercises. Planks are brilliant for that. Side, front and back, all-round strength. And also just consciously thinking on engaging the whole kind of corset of core muscles that you've got all around your torso. It's not just about the abs at the front, a whole nice big tube of muscles that you've got going around your torso to keep everything nice and strong. It means then that your torso acts as a fantastically strong foundation for your arms and legs to propel you forward, so there's no energy lost in sideways movement as you run through the upper body. I hope that helps. I hope that's useful. Let me know any questions.